So what do I say to start it off?
Just say what's up and stuff like that,
Hey guys, welcome to Zelda Discussion's third mailbag. Sorry we're a little delayed on this one. It's just that we haven't gotten together in a while. But we got tons of questions, and we are going to answer them all. We're going to make this mailbag make up for the delay.
We had like 13 this time, so let's start off with a question from Ben Galvin. What are your thoughts on the Wii U Zelda? So I'm assuming you're talking about the tech demo. So Steve, start it off.
Well, as any other Zelda fan would react, I am ecstatic about it, absolutely. I think it is going to be a very good game from what I see, as all Zelda games are, and I absolutely can't wait to see a Nintendo system that finally rivals graphic power that of the PS3 and the Xbox, and I'm glad to see Zelda back on top in terms of revolution.
Agreed.
However, I do have one minor concern about it.
So that's going to be a gimmick.
Yeah, you see, Phantom Hourglass, I know there are people that like that game, but I'd just like to say for the record, Phantom Hourglass, to me, it felt like a gimmicky game just to show off just basically to show off what the DS could do with all its innovations and stuff, and that's okay. But I don't want the Zelda game to be the guinea pig about it, and I don't want Zelda HD just to be a guinea pig to show off the Wii U's power.
Yeah. All right. Well, with
that, next question.
This one is from Ben B-Raj Rogers. Thoughts on Four Swords Adventures and all it did to throw a monkey wrench into the Zelda continuity. So,
I'll let you start this off.
All right. I don't think Four Swords Adventures or any of the Four Swords games really did that much to screw up the game. I think they're kind of their own little thing. I'd kind of refer to the Four Swords as like a trilogy because it's kind of put in there with Minish Cap as well. But I find them to all go in order. I find everything to be pretty basic, and I don't think it really did that much to screw up the Zelda timeline or any of that. I think they were just fun games, but shouldn't be given all that much attention because they didn't really do all that much to the timeline.
Yeah, they're very fun games. They're very fun games to play. Don't get me wrong. Obviously they don't compare to Ocarina of Time or any of the big boys like that, but they're still very fun games to play.
And with that, we should keep going. From Blake Gibson, do you think the man in the orange robes and Skyward Sword is actually the Light Sage Roro in Ocarina of Time? This has been speculated by many people, and I really think that he is. Mainly because from Ocarina of Time, Roro is the only guy you don't have to awaken. He's already an ancient sage. He stated in one of his quotes, "We, the ancient sages, made the Master Sword or the Temple of Time or something." He said it referring to we as in he was one of the original creators, and the Skyward Sword is the creation of the Master Sword and the Temple of Time. They make very good sense, and he looks just like him.
So basically, in a nutshell, what we can answer for that is don't be surprised if it turns out he is, because honestly, I think that'd be a very good plot twist.
Yeah. All right. This one's from the Happy Mask Salesman. Why am I so cool?
Well, Happy Mask Salesman, I hate to burst your bubble. As cool as you are just as much creepy.
Agreed. Don't open your eyes.
Yeah, never open your eyes, and if you ever open your eyes to me while I'm sleeping, I think I'm going to wake up and have a living nightmare.
Okay, we're good there. This one's from Justin Phillips. Why is Ocarina of Time your favorite Zelda game? And I'm going to stop us right here. That'll be your own video. We're not answering this entire thing. Just trust me. Trust me on that one.
Another video?
Trust me on that one. Alright, this one's also from Ben B. Rogers. Who would win in a fight between Volvagia and Argarok? Argarok from Twilight Princess, the guy who flies around. I think it's got him.
Oh, I was thinking of Star-Lord for a second. That's why I was confused.
I don't really know. I mean, Argarok's pretty nasty. And same with Volvagia. Volvagia doesn't really do much. I'd probably have to say Argarok.
I'd have to agree, because you have to pull his armor off, and I don't think there's any way Volvagia wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah. Next one's from Skylar Hoke. Which item in the Zelda series would you mostly want? Or if you could make Link a tunic, what would the color be and what would it do? Alright, you gave us 3 right there, Skylar. What item would I want the most? Probably the Zora tunic, so I could go underwater and breathe under there. That'd be pretty awesome.
I mentioned this in one of our earlier mailbags. The boomerang, just because I barely ever see ones that work that well in real life, and I'd really like to have a magical boomerang that could actually pick things up and bring them to me. Honestly, I think that's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Or any version of it, the Gale boomerang, or just the one you have in Ocarina of Time. Any of them work.
If you could make Link a tunic, what color would it be, and what would it do? I don't know. I don't know what color we'd need.
If I had to give him one, I think I'd give him... Sorry, that's my mom just calling us up for dinner. We'll be right there.
We'll be right back.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys.
I had to eat. Okay.
But while we were eating, we were thinking about that tunic question.
That one's hard.
Yeah, thank God my mom called me at that time, because I really didn't put too much thought into this one, because honestly it's kind of a hard one to come up with. But nice one.
Sorry.
Nice. Okay.
Sorry.
Anyway, now we both have answers. I'm going to start.
Okay.
Mine would be a lavender tunic. It's because it's like a purplish color. It'd have the effects of both the red tunic and the blue tunic in one, so you don't have to switch.
Yeah, we were kind of desperate. And mine's not a color. Mine is going to be called the Tanuki tunic, which would make Link turn into a statue, so we can weigh down switches and stuff, kind of like in Mario 3. So, if you can understand Mario 3, then you'll understand what a Tanuki tunic is. Okay.
Oh, and does that include the raccoon suit part of it too?
Why not? Link can have a raccoon suit. Why not? Alright, next.
Okay.
I'll go with the next question. I've never seen this person on the page before. Naomi Kasai Shion. Naomi Kasai Shion.
You did your best.
I know. Okay. How good do you think Skyward Sword will be?
Well, when I first saw the trailer last year, in all honesty, I was kind of disappointed with the first trailer. I didn't think it was going to be that great, and I didn't like the graphic style at that time. Yeah. But now that I've seen the graphics a little bit more, I think it looks awesome. The newer trailers have been awesome, and I just had very high hopes for it, because I hear nothing but positive reviews about like people that have played it. I will say I am worried about the whole one item thing, but aside from that, it'd be a great game, like maybe top 3.
I think it's going to be number 2. I think, in my mind, it's going to take Majora's Mask place, where that's number 2 right now. And I know it's not going to be Ocarina of Time, there's no chance. It's going to be Ocarina of Time, then Skyward Sword, then Majora's Mask for me, so on. But I think it'll be number 2. It looks amazing, especially with the orchestrated music.
It still kind of petrifies me a little, though.
Because
it's just
the first Zelda game that's on the Wii. I don't count
it's just the nerves of a new Zelda game. You know, you just want it to be the best. You know,
okay.
It's just looking.
Next one is from Ben B. Rogers. He gave us 3 questions this time. Thoughts on Operation Moonfall? Just because there's a lot of controversy about it.
Well, to answer that, my thoughts on Operation Moonfall is it's definitely a great idea. Majora's Mask definitely deserves a remake as well. However, if they're going to remake it, I'd rather see it on the Wii U than 3DS.
You know that's not going to happen, though.
I know, and it probably won't happen, but I would definitely much rather see that.
People are also saying, oh, another remake's just going to take away time from a new Zelda game. Think about it. New Zelda games come out not very often, every few years. I mean, we're not going to see Zelda HD for a long time. It's going to be I think it's going to be well into the Wii U's life, like maybe 2-3 years. And it's not going to be a launch title. I know it's not, especially with it coming out next year. And no, I think that Majora's Mask right now would be a good thing, because Skyward Sword's basically done. They've said it. It's in post-production. And I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. It'll give the 3DS more games, which right now it needs. It doesn't have the game support that it should needs. I mean, all it has right now is Ocarina of Time.
But I will go on one thing though. Ocarina of Time 3DS, in my honest opinion, was a letdown.
I'd agree.
But like honestly, I'd rather play the original and the remake any day, and I just hope that doesn't happen. I just hope that doesn't end up the same way as with Majora's Mask.
It's probably going to. The thing is, I think Ocarina of Time 3D is good for being portable. It lets me play Ocarina of Time on the go. It lets me, like, whenever I'm driving in the car, I'll have my boss challenge mode. I'll be going, trying to beat all my records. That's a lot of fun.
But I am worried about one other thing. you notice in Ocarina of Time 3D, they did kind of make it a little more cartoony, and they did make it a little more child friendly by making it easier. But you can't do that to Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask is one of the darkest, most emotional games ever. You can't screw that
we
up.
can't screw that. So with that, we'll move on. Justin Phillips, what are some of the reasons you love Legend of Zelda so much? This mailbag's already getting too long. We'll answer that some other time. Sorry, Justin. We'll answer it in a different time.
No, let's just answer it now.
No, trust me, dude. We're not gonna finish it. This needs to be 15 minutes or less. If we put it in 2 parts, I'd be pissed.
Okay, fine.
We'll give this one with the Ocarina of Time one.
Okay, well we'll do that. We'll make that kind of a 2-section video.
Okay.
So sorry we're delaying your questions for the inconvenience, but you'll get your own video.
Who would win? Oh, by James Ziliux. Who would win, Darbus or Darmany?
Darbus would kick Darmany's ass.
Darmany is small. I mean, he's a tank, but he's really small. I mean, Darbus is absolutely huge. He has armor. He's like, if he turns into the boss kind of guy that he was, I don't know if he can anymore because he doesn't have the fused shadow and stuff, but
yeah, the Twilight Princess Gorons were way stronger.
Way stronger. So yeah, Darmany. And we have one more question, and it's from Ben Galvin. He texted me it. What was it? What is your second favorite game series? You know? Because I do.
Okay, well, I do have an answer, but I don't think it's going to be the same as yours, actually.
Alright, we'll go. You first.
Personally, now that I've played more of it, as the series as a whole, I'm actually preferring Metroid as my second favorite.
Metroid is... thing with Metroid is, Steve and I have never really played through all of them.
But now that I've actually played it, it's unbelievable.
Amazing.
It's unreal.
Games. So much fun. Yeah, Metroid for him. It's not Metroid for me. Metroid's probably number 4 for me. 3 Pokemon. 2 would be Mario. Classic Mario Galaxy 2.
I will say there are 3 Mario games that definitely crack my top 10.
Yeah, well, Mario Galaxy 2 is number 2.
Yeah, Mario Galaxy 2 is also my number 2 game ever.
It's the second best.
But as a whole series, I'd say Metroid is definitely my choice because it tries to stick to the whole hardcore formula. Like, don't get me wrong, Mario's awesome and all. It's just that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah,
I'm not trying to sound offensive or anything here to fellow Mario fans. So.
But yeah, we're huge Mario fans, both of us. We love the Galaxy series. Galaxy series is my favorite. My least favorite Mario game is Sunshine, probably, but I still need to play through it. So I'm working on it.
Anyway, we're getting too off.
Okay, is that everything? That was all the questions, I think. If we missed your question, just tell us, and we'll put it in the next one. A mailbag should hopefully be up quick. The next mailbag will be hopefully in a much shorter. But I mean, where we're gonna do it in the best place ever.
Oh hell yeah!
We're going to Maine. He's taking me.
A house in Maine.
But we'll do it in front of the lake for you, so give you guys a view. But yeah, expect the timeline video soon, hopefully, and probably
we have 3 videos in the works aside from our mailbag right now. We have the timeline, Matt Kubik's top 20 items, which we were working on earlier today,
which we're gonna do in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna do that right after this, and then
we have the timeline, and then we have all the ones we promised the people.
Oh yeah, all the ones we promised the people. So yeah,
which will include the why Ocarina of Time your favorite and why do you love Legend of Zelda series so much. We'll put those 2 together, so it makes a long video. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and see y'all later.
Song of Soaring.
Song of Soaring. Get out of here. Get out of here.